Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a request tarot reading for True Beauty's co-stars for Cha Eun-Woo and Moon Ga-young. I know I'm not pronouncing their name right, so I apologize, but it's really hard for me to pronounce it right. Let's start. I know that they had both started in this K-drama and that it was very popular and everyone wants to know exactly what their dynamic are. And I always am very selective when it comes to doing these kinds of reading, especially for actors, because even though I like to read about them and I also like to do individual readings because I learn much more from their energies. But I think that sometimes it can happen that two people working in this kind of industry and in this kind of environment that they could potentially develop feelings for each other. But at the same time, I think that if every time a new K-drama comes out, you think that the main actors are actually like a couple in real life, I think that definitely you have to thank them. You have to be very grateful to them because they're doing a very good job at making you believe that actually they are closer than what they are. And also you have to take into consideration that it's like a marketing strategy to seem very close or to give you this kind of behind the scenes interviews and photo shoots and all this stuff so you can fantasize a bit about the idea of them being together. But let's see what the tarot has to say about it. He got the Nine of Cups, the Six of Wands in reversed, and the Ten of Pentacles. So I think he's going through a moment where actually he is very close to fulfilling a very desired goal or something that he wants to win. There's some kind of like there's something very precious for him that is actually making true. But somehow, despite of him being surrounded by a lot of winning and by a lot of recognition, or maybe by a lot of moments of feeling like he gets everything that he wants, I think that he feels very lucky. He's someone that probably has like this, if we take aside that he's a very handsome man, I think that he had been always very lucky. And I think that this has to do with, I was going to say that he is Sagittarius, but then I remembered why I always mistake him for a Sagittarius. He's not a Sagittarius, he's an Aries, I'm sorry. And Aries with the moon in Sagittarius, but I always confuse him for Sagittarius. He always gives me Sagittarius vibe. I'm so sorry. But well, it could be his moon in Sagittarius. That he's very lucky. He's a very lucky guy. And I think that he had definitely been very lucky when it comes to opportunities for him. It's like he doesn't have to try really hard. But at the same time, he's very committed to his craft. So it's not like everything comes in a gold and silver for in like it's not the opportunities doesn't come easily. It's just that he knows how to present himself in a very flexible events or kinds of roles where he knows that they could potentially not be his big shot, but he knows that it will potentially lead him to, he has this inner trust, this very, he's very it's like he trusts very much in the process. So he thinks that even though he has to start small, he will eventually get there. So he's very optimistic in this sense. But here with the six of wands in reverse, definitely there's like a bittersweet kind of winning for him, in the sense that I think that he does get a lot of recognition, but somehow he doesn't feel victorious, or he doesn't feel like people truly appreciate what he does, in the sense that probably where he gets his most support from or recognition from, it's from the fans, and not actually from people that are very influential in his field. And I think that when I'm talking about the industry here, I'm talking about acting. I think that acting is something that he definitely is looking forward to evolve into more meaningful kind of roles, and he wants to be taken seriously. So I think that in this moment, even though he's been offered a lot of different and like more, there's more variety in the kind of roles that they are presenting to him, somehow he doesn't feel respected as an actor, and I think he feels a bit down about this. And I think that he is like very focused on making it, and I think he's working really hard on making a very respectable image for himself. And if I have to see these three cards and to see what he feels or how he sees her, I think that he sees her like an equal, in the sense that they both of them had shared some kind of the same experience, and they had talked about how frustrating it is to put all your effort, and actually to that you are fortunate, that you are very lucky to be doing this job, but at the same time that you don't feel the recognition. So I don't think actually that he does see her with loving eyes or romantic eyes or attractive eyes. The other day I was scrolling through TikTok, and I saw this, that it seemed to be like a news from dispatch, that they had photos, they have pictures of them going out somewhere. I don't know if that's true or not. Probably it looks very fishy, so I don't know. In TikTok, you never know what you're going to get. So, but if you ask me if they are dating, I don't think so. I think that he is very focused on his achievements and what he wants to achieve when it comes to his finances, and also building stability for himself. He's definitely looking forward to actually gaining more money, because I don't know if he owns a house or if he owns a kind of property, but I think that his goal is to buy himself a house, or to buy his family a new place to live, or a car, a different car, or different kinds of properties, to have more assets. um, so I don't see him actually being really open when it comes to relationship. Definitely he does enjoy to have a lot of, because I think that he definitely, since he's so attractive, he has a lot of female energy around him, and he does feel like a champion in that sense. He has a kind of pride. He likes the attention, but I think that somehow he he doesn't want to get into trouble right now. He doesn't want to get caught into any kind of a scandal. I think that he's being very wise, because he's seeing the repercussions, and also at the same time the consequences of some aspects of your personal life coming out to light, because a lot of people are canceling artists, are canceling celebrities. So I think that for him, he's like holding on too tight to his work, and to his efforts, and to everything that he had done to be where he is today. So I don't see him like being romantic. or interested in opening up emotionally now to someone. Um, if I can say anything about how he views his relationship with her, I think that there's a lot of admiration, in the sense that I think that there's something about her aura that she's very intelligent, or she's very wise, and she has like this amazing way of seeing life, and at the same time she is very free spirit, and she also is very optimistic. So I think that they definitely have like the same point of view about life. So there could be a compatibility, and they could hang out together. But I don't think that it's about romance. Actually, I think that it's more like, oh, we are very alike, we can hang out. But because artists do feel lonely, and they end up like going out with their fellow artists or fellow colleagues, because they need company. They need to interact with other people besides their family and the fans. So, but then in the case of her, of Moon Ga-young, we have the Ace of Swords, the the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Sun in reverse. So what I see in her case is that she definitely is in a moment where her energy is a bit stuck. I think here with the Ace of Swords, definitely she has a lot to say. Probably there are a lot of things online that she doesn't like, or that she doesn't approve, that are being said about her person. And I think that she is very like opinionated about it, in the sense that she would like to clarify a few things. But at the same time, it's like she doesn't want to open her mouth because she doesn't want to sound rude. But there are like a lot of misconceptions about her, and a lot of like preconceptions about her. And she's a bit like on the defensive, like being like why people say this, and I don't know if maybe it's about people shipping them or something like that, but she's very like on this very like kind of like aggressive mode, and like she wants to strike back, but she won't, because she has a lot of people around her that advise her not to get caught in comments. And then with these two cards that came out reversed, actually they talk about very bright energy, but since they are in reversed, their energy is a bit stuck. And to see her actually represented by this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, definitely there's a feeling of not getting the material wealth that she probably desires to have. Probably her lifestyle is like, I think that she had always had like this very comfortable lifestyle, and I think that somehow now the numbers like are not matching, her needs. And I think that she's a bit worried about it. And she's worried also about money. She's very concentrated about what her next role is going to be, and whether this is going to be successful or not. I think that she's also very focused on recognition. She wants to do different kinds of roles, and she wants to take this fame that she got, this recognition from participating in this K-drama, and she wants to upgrade her acting. She wants to do more challenging kind of roles, because I think that she is someone, since we have the Ace of Swords here, definitely she's very intelligent. She's a very intelligent woman. She's very good with words. She's very diplomat. She knows. She can sometimes get upset about, because like I said, she can be a bit sharp with words, but at the same time she is very balanced. It's like she knows when to let go of things, and she knows when to focus on more important subjects. And here with the Sun in reverse, There's something about if she is like working on some other K drama or on some other like project. I think that there's something about the outcome or the result of that work that is going to be a bit on stagnation, in the sense that I think that things are not going to work out as smoothly. Maybe it has to do with some issues with the production or with other actors or with disponibility, or it could be like some scandal or something. You know that every day, I think that this is why I think that I sense this feeling of them trying to preserve themselves from getting into trouble. I think that the industry actually is getting a bit paranoid about every little detail because they don't want their work and their effort to get cancelled or to actually like face like a harsh start or an abrupt finish, an abrupt ending, because of rumors or people complaining. You know that uh, there's a lot of comments nowadays. People are very critical about a few things, about the content or about the characters and about some actors' private issues. So they need to be really like really careful. And I think that in her case, if she does get a proposition to work on a new K drama, I believe that it's going to be a bit like she's going to have to put a lot of effort and have a lot of faith, because I think that things are going to turn out to be a bit slower than what she thinks it's going to be, or probably is not going to receive as much attention and praise as she would like it to be. But I see like some kind of delay, so it could be like kind of delay on in the production state. But yes, I see her like actually being really worried about finances, and about her wanting to get more jobs and wanting to get more opportunities. I see that the opportunities for her definitely are lacking, or in the sense that probably if they are, somehow sometimes they are really hard uh, to 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 make it. I don't know why the opportunities for her are so like slow paced. It's like she has to wait or she has to get some kind of approval. There's a lot of protocols in the way that actually makes her feel a bit nervous, because she cannot wait to finish certain work, certain jobs or projects in order to get paid, because they live of this. um, but in the case of him, it's very different, because in the case of him, maybe because he's a different kind of entertainer, because he's also an idol, and different kind of background that he has. He definitely is someone that he could potentially be without work for 1 or 2 years and he would be okay financially. It's like he is it's like the first card that we see here. We see this Nine of Wands with this man sitting really proudly with these 9 cups on his back, and he's smiling. He's like, oh, look what I got. He's very proud of all his achievements. And of course that he is very ambitious and he does want more. But he wants to be treated more seriously. And in her case, I see her like really wanting to put ideas into realities. I also think that she has a lot of great ideas. I don't know if maybe she had studied or has some kind of degree or something like that when it comes to acting or writing scripts or writing something, because I believe that she could also be really good in the process of actually building a story or actually like making her own script and stuff like that. She's really good with words, but somehow I don't see her like feeling her best or feeling really confident about her next projects. So I think that things are going to be a bit slow for her, and opportunities are not going to be like, oh yes, you have so many, that she doesn't know what to choose. I think that probably she gets one, but she will have to be really patient, because I don't see that results are going to come right away. Or probably if they start this year, there's going to be some kind of delay and they're going to have to wait till next year, because I see energies actually a bit more like stuck, and I actually see her like being really nervous in the sense that she doesn't know about her future. It's not what she wanted or she expected to happen. So she's going to feel a bit unstable in this sense, and this is why I think that they are so focused on each other's careers that I don't think that they actually see each other as potential lovers or something like that, because I think that they are very focused on making a huge impact in this industry and getting more job opportunities. They actually want to be their best version, and I think that if they had good chemistry, it was really good for their career and for their fame. But at the same time, I don't see them like really getting attached to each other. There's no card that represents emotion or attraction even. So I don't know, I think that they are both like very into themselves. They are very into their own circumstances, and they are not looking to a connection. Actually, they are thinking about other things and other projects. And then the card that came out from the romantic angels oracle, it's it's the card that talks about letting go of control in your relationship. And actually, it's not about let it go. It's more about to leave it aside, to leave the control in the relationships aside. So I think that this is a very meaningful message for them. I think that it's not for each other. It's more about for individually for them. For Chaunu and for her, for Moon, in the sense that they probably have like some kind of control, an issue with control when it comes to their relationships, or who they are attracted to, or who they are seeing, or who they like. For example, it's very hard for them to be spontaneous in relationships because they want to have the control in the relationship. And I think that sometimes that makes them actually feel really lonely, because I think that it makes sense because of their popularity that they actually have some control issues, and that actually they can be a bit like too focused on them having the control in the relationship and actually not being able to open up about what the other person needs. And I think that this control comes from a place of insecurity, and at the same time of being like, okay, do you like me because of me, or do you like me because of what I represent physically? And I think that it's a very important question for them as artists and as people, because yes, we see a character or we see them looking so flawless like they look, and yes, it's hard for them relationships actually, because they are like, do you really like me because you like me for who I am inside, or do you like me for the fantasy that I represent? So I think that if they are having this struggle in letting go of the control in relationships, is because sometimes, and also they don't want their love life or their romantic experiences to ruin their reputation, and at the same time to ruin their career. I think that they can be a bit paranoid about this, and I think that sometimes this is why people romanticize so much these these famous people dating. They think that since they look like really cute, or they look like sweet, or they look like they are very nice, you think that probably dating them must be like a very glorious experience. And actually they have like their good and the bad moments, and they can have like a day where actually they don't feel really like good or in a good mood. They have their bad days. So I think that sometimes actually like dating these famous people is not as glamorous as you think, because like I always say, the fact that you have to hide, or that you have to make a huge plan in order to not get caught, or maybe that you cannot go outside, on a regular date to see each other, that you have to hide, that you have to wear costumes, that you have to, like, or probably, just like everything is like very secretive, and it's very like controlled. And I think that this is what, when the control in the relationships get too much, when you are used to this, almost like this, having to hide every secret, or you have to plan every move, and it takes away a bit the the authenticity, and also it doesn't allow you to relax. At least I think that for them, even though they can be really able to enjoy the company of other person, at the same time they do feel a bit paranoid, so we have to take this into consideration as well. But I think that in the moment that actually for each one of them in their experiences in life, I think that they will be able to actually have more experiences with romance when they are able to have like some kind of break, or when they are like on vacation, where they can relax. But I think that in this moment where actually they are so focused on actually making a good trajectory for them, and trying to get as much roles and opportunities of work as possible, I think that their mind is elsewhere. Of course they can get out, they can go out and have fun, enjoy themselves, but I think that when it comes to romance and feelings, definitely their energy is not focused on that aspect, at least not for these next months, or until the year ends. So I don't see any romance. I see a lot of respect and admiration, but I don't see romance for them, guys. So I will be seeing you guys in the next video, and of course I always appreciate your recommendations. Thank you so much to the person that actually requested me this duo. I really love reading for them. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.